Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm riding this. This is the Royal Enfield Taurus, aka the only diesel motorcycle to be sold in India, and this motorcycle comes courtesy of Tarun to me. I would have shown you the key of this bike, but it does not come with any key whatsoever. Yeah, this bike is completely keyless. So whatever motorcycles like Ducati and all are coming with keyless entry and all, well, that is very old because this was sold between 1980s till 2000s, and then it was banned because of emissions. Anyways, you can see that this bike vibrates quite a lot. The tire size happens to be an 83 mm up front, 100 in profile and a 19 incher. No discs at all, and vibrations are so much, it's like crazy amount of vibrations, but a lot of interesting bits. Firstly, this crash guard is out of sync, you can see that, okay, and things are vibrating on the inside. This is where the horn is. Now this happens to be the radiator. Yeah, that is the radiator of this motorcycle. It really needs to breathe. But what happens if you want to actually turn on the motorcycle in the winters or cold start? Well, you have to actually pull this out. Yeah, this comes out and you have to pour 2-3 ml of diesel so that the compression happens and the bike turns on. Otherwise it won't turn on, and to turn it on you have to use this Kickstarter, of course, which can be quite a bit of a difficulty. After 1000 times, there's some storage space here. There's a foot peg for the rider, which is a revolutionary feature because the pillion does not get a foot peg. Actually, because of the vibrations, the pillion foot peg vibrated and fell off, and so did the pillion rider as well. Okay, now look at the vibrations, like absolutely crazy. 15-liter fuel tank on this motorcycle. Meanwhile, okay, all the electricals are actually placed here. The exhaust kind of tapers, but when you rev it, there's a lot of black smoke which actually comes out. Spoke wheels everywhere. Rear tire size happens to be an 89 mm, again 100 profile and a 19 incher. Oh my goodness, I can smell a lot of bad emissions. I need to wear an N95 mask when I'm around this bike. Okay, you can see these are vibrating, but indicators, tail light, seat seems comfortable. There is a grab handle for the pillion, although there is no foot peg though. Okay, you get twin suspension. Now this is where there is, I think, a storage space. This is where the battery goes, and this is the lever for reserve, yeah, or to turn off the fuel. So when you turn it down all the way, you just turn off the fuel supply of this motorcycle. The brake pedal is on the left side, the gear lever is on the right side, so that again is something different here. Meanwhile, you can see the engine, it's very loud. This is where the air filter of this motorcycle is. Says Royal Enfield here with a lot of chrome almost every given place. Okay, there's another horn. What? It's got dual horns. Wow, but the horn does not work only. Anyways, coming to the instrument cluster, it is very basic. There is a voltmeter for the battery, basically. You know what is the condition of your battery. Speedometer and an odometer dummy here because there is no place to keep the key, put the key. That's why you see this hole. You have to actually align it with another thing here, and then only you can lock. Yeah, there you see, it's aligned, and then you can lock the handlebar with a lock which you have to carry separately. Now, because of the heavy emission, this motorcycle was discontinued eventually. Okay, let me get on it. Now this is, I think, the engine kill switch does not work. This is obviously for the lights, this is for the indicator, this is for the horn. None of this works because the electrical system is not easy to find of this bike. Okay, everything seems on the harder side. This is very soggy. This is like रिश्ता नाता ही छोड़ दिया इसने इसके साथ. Let's rev it. Every time I rev, the bike actually moves behind all the way. Crazy amount of vibrations which can be felt. It did not come with a side stand. It only came with a main stand. I am not kidding. While revving this bike, okay, you see, this is actually of the main stand movement because when you rev, it completely moves. Now you might be wondering, bike to kick start करके on कर दी, भाई बंद कैसे करेंगे? Vibration से ये खुल गया storage space. Okay, how will you shut it? Oh, this is another place to grab and hold, or maybe put your foot because the pillion has no place to go. How do you turn off this motorcycle? Can you see this? इसको खींचो, okay? Yeah, you pull it like this, and it turns off. The bike turns off when you pull this. How cool is that? or maybe you can just stall the motorcycle rather than going all the way down and pulling it. So a lot of unique bits on this Royal Enfield Taurus, the only diesel motorcycle to be sold in India, which by the way, the engine was made with collaboration with Italian company, name is written here, Greaves. ये खुलता है नहीं खुलता है मुझे पता नहीं, but doesn't matter because you know what, you can actually take dahi in it, and by the time, I mean, keep it in the storage space somewhere here. This is lockable actually. This is also quite a lot of it is lockable. Keep it here, okay? And then once you do the ride and you get off the bike, the dahi will become lassi. Anyways, let's start riding right away. All right, we are all set to go, which means थोड़ा बहुत difficulty आज होने वाली है because अरे क्लच दबाओ बेटा, कर क्या रहे हो? अच्छा, वन अप है वो and off we go. So the confusion is going to stem from the fact that ये है ब्रेक, ओके, फ्रंट ब्रेक, ये लेफ्ट में क्लच है, लेकिन गेयर लीवर राइट में है, ठीक है, और ब्रेक लेफ्ट में है. तो एवरीथिंग इज लाइक कंफ्यूजिंग हियर फॉर मी ऑनेस्टली, बट ओके. मुझे लगा एकदम टॉर्क होगा, एकदम यू नो स्विफ्ट डीजल की तरह, पुरानी स्विफ्ट डीजल की तरह, you'll get a massive torque rush. No, none of that happens here. It is linear power delivery. The turbo doesn't kick in because there's no turbo here, of course. Now we have to prepare to brake. Faisal, yeah, left side में brake है, okay, ये वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट मारने हैं ब्रेक्स, ठीक है. बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा. There are a lot of vibrations. You can feel like crazy amount of vibration. By the way, this Taurus was the smallest capacity Royal Enfield to be made. I think they must have made a 250 also बहुत पहले. But this is like 325cc I believe. Produces 6.5 horsepower, man. Because it's diesel, the torque output is massive at 15 Newton meters. The result is ये हम आ गए हैं. कौन से गियर में चल रहे हो तुम भाई? Now I've slotted into the right gear. बहुत ही confusing है. It's like 1 up and 3 down or something of that sort because this is a 4-speed gearbox. Gearbox is very soggy. It's not slick at all. Brakes are horrendous. मतलब ब्रेक तो लगते ही नहीं है. तुम कोशिश करो तब भी ना लगे, तो कैसे ना कैसे इंजन ब्रेकिंग से तुम रोकोगे इस बाइक को. एंड अहेड काफ़ी सारे बकरे आ रहे हैं. They're like having a party or something. You know what? I'm pressing every lever down because I don't know which one to press, which one not to press. कुछ ना कुछ तो लगे. अरे भैया हटो 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 हटो. क्लच दबा के यहाँ से निकालेंगे. हॉर्न नहीं चलता, बट आवाज़ से तो you guys should know ना कुछ आ रहा है. हाँ, anyways, let's go. So very handful, lot of vibrations. In fact, they shut this bike, you know why? Because of the emissions. अरे ब्रेक नहीं लग रहे. This down slope पे the brakes don't work only. कितना भी ब्रेक लगा दो, down slope पे brakes do not work at all. Frick, I am applying. Yeah, now it's working because I was actually applying the gear lever on the right side. बहुत confusing है, बहुत confusing. Brakes are actually working. हाँ, so अभी एक U-turn लेंगे, which is going to be some sort of a task because this is heavy. No denying that fact. Quite a heavy one. Alrighty, and we manage and off we go. Struggle is real, but now we are into first gear, and now thankfully it moves. Oh yeah, that is what I'm talking about. So speedometer is not working, so you can assume I'm driving at 100 kilometers per hour. Now this is obviously stiffened up because of the weight of the diesel engine, जिसके वजह से, oh god, ये कौन क्रॉस कर रहा है, जिसके वजह से there's a stiffness and the ride is not that great. Handling is also poor because it's all over the place. The sogginess is insane. Brakes are also poor. The only USP was mileage, which was almost 70 kilometers per liter. 70 kilometers per liter. Absolutely insane fuel efficiency from this motorcycle, and that's the reason why it sold for whatever time it sold. And you know what's the funny thing? Brakes lag jao, brakes lag jao. Yeah, I have to like pump the brakes, and now here we are. चलो फर्स्ट में आ जाते हैं. Yeah, we are in first now. फर्स्ट में लो एंड इज गुड, मिड रेंज इज ओके. टॉप एंड तो है ही नहीं. टॉप एंड में वैसे ही रॉयल एनफील्ड की पेट्रोल मॉडल्स मर जाते हैं, तो ये तो बुरी तरह मरती है. सो हियर वी गोइंग टू स्टॉप एंड इट्स टाइम टू लॉन्च, व्हिच मींस अबे रुको. फ्रंट ब्रेक्स, देयर नो फ्रंट ब्रेक्स ओनली. व्हाट द फ्लफ. इनटू फर्स्ट गियर पोजीशन इंडिकेटर टेलिंग मी इट्स फर्स्ट, एंड ड्राइविंग द मोटर एंड ऑफ वी गो. अरे एक्चुअली क्या हो गया, रेव्स कम करो. Gearbox is making so much sound now, it might just blow anymore. Now we are in first and off we go. Second, third, fourth, फोर्थ में थोड़ी काम हो जाती है बाइक, अदरवाइज इट्स फार फ्रॉम बीइंग काम. Brakes are very weak brakes on this bike. So guys, this is my vlog of what is somewhat a very unique motorcycle. सब कुछ उल्टा पुल्टा करके रखा हुआ है इन लोगों ने, कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा हो क्या रहा है. करने की कोशिश क्या है यहाँ पे, एक बार और अच्छी सी रेव कर लेते हैं. सो यू गाइस कैन हियर इट एंड लिसन टू दिस. ओके, गियर बॉक्स स्लॉट ही नहीं होता, घुमाते रहो. फाइनली नाउ एंड trust me on this, if you have ridden Royal Enfield motorcycles earlier, you know that their petrol models have insane amount of vibrations and harshness. तो डीजल में समझ लो कितनी ज़्यादा. It's like 10x very difficult bike to ride. In fact, Indian government gave special permission to Royal Enfield to launch this bike, and then they were against them keeping it on sale. That's the reason they shut sales, because of the emissions which were absolutely insane from this bike. बस माइलेज चाहिए तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज दूर रहो ऐसी मोटरसाइकिल से. It's a very unique motorcycle in that regard. A diesel Royal Enfield. It's also very unique in the sense कि not many diesel motorcycles have been made in the world. And in terms of fuel efficiency, at the current fuel rate, that is, diesel is almost 100 per liter. This is the motorcycle you want to buy, because with this you also get a complimentary massage because of the ton of vibrations. So guys, this is a tiring experience. I'm not enjoying it as much as I thought I would, because बहुत डिफिकल्ट है यार चलाने में. ये क्या है, और ये सब कन्फ्यूजन जो करके रखा ना फालतू का, पता नहीं क्यों ऐसे करते हैं लोग. लाइक करो, शेयर करो, सब्सक्राइब करो. बाय बाय. थक गया आज मैं.